Any of these brands, any style.
Yo,
Dykeman.
welcome back to another video. Let me reset this chat. Okay.
With the anticipation of a fifth new episode of Quiet on Set, scheduled to air on Sunday, April 7th, many are likely to be tuned in. This unseen episode, titled Breaking the Silence, promises to feature additional insights from Drake Bell and other former Nickelodeon child stars from the early 2000s. However, amidst the excitement, questions arise about whether viewers should continue to watch. Online discussions have sparked debate about the credibility of the docuseries and its producers. Some viewers question whether they may have been misled or whether certain information presented was inaccurate. These inaccuracies specifically regard a witness that was supposed to be on the show but eventually ended with the witness walking out. Mark Summers, the former host of Nickelodeon's Double Dare, recently shared an unsettling experience he encountered during an interview for ID's Quiet on Set, the dark side of children's TV docuseries. Speaking on Elvis Duran and The Morning Show, Summers revealed that he had agreed to participate in an interview about Nickelodeon without being informed about the docuseries' true nature, aimed at uncovering the toxic culture behind children's shows at the network in the late 1990s and 2000s. They asked me what I thought of Nick, and the first 10 to 12 seconds, from what I understand, in this documentary, is me saying all these wonderful things, but they did a bait and switch on me, Summers stated in a preview of the interview, which is set to air on Friday. They ambushed me. They never told me what this documentary was really about, and so they showed me a video of something that I couldn't believe was on Nickelodeon. And I said, well, let's stop the tape right here. What are we doing? Summers recounted that when he was informed the documentary would delve into producer Dan Schneider's behavior and the S.A. Drake Bell endured at the hands of Brian Peck, he chose to leave. I left. So I got a phone call about 6 weeks ago saying you're totally out of the show. And I went, great. Then they called me about 4 weeks ago and said, well, you're in it, but you're only in the first part of it because you talked about the positive stuff of Nickelodeon, Summers revealed. What they didn't tell me, and they lied to me about, was the fact that they put in that other thing where they had the camera on me when they ambushed me. And so now we get into a whole situation about who's unethical. Summers clarified that he had never met Schneider. His show, Double Dare, had concluded before Schneider joined the network. Those people came in after and took over our studios. I never met the man. I have no idea about any of those things, he stated. I mean, I know Kenan Thompson from Kenan and Kel because we've done stuff together, but as far as anything that happened on that show with any of those people, I never met any of them. I didn't know anybody, but it made it seem like I knew those people. While attempts have been made to contact Quiet on Set producers, they have yet to respond or provide comment. Mark Summers is not the only one to speak out following the release of Investigation Discovery's Quiet on Set docuseries. In the third part of the documentary series, Drake Bell, famous for his role in Drake and Josh, publicly revealed his experience of alleged AB for the first time. He recounted the harrowing events he endured at the hands of his former dialogue coach, Brian Peck, who was convicted of SA involving a Nickelodeon child actor in 2004. During that time, the victim was identified as John Doe in court records. In the documentary, Bell provided a vivid description of the AB, expressing, "It just got worse and worse and worse and worse, and I was just trapped and I had no way out." Several days later, in his initial interview after the broadcast of the Investigation Discovery project, Bell also discussed his initial hesitations about participating in Quiet on Set, as well as his perception of Nickelodeon's response. He noted that their reaction appeared empty and meticulously crafted, suggesting learning about his trauma, as they couldn't disavow knowledge of the situation or its specifics. Following the unveiling of the documentary series, Bell revealed that his former Drake and Josh co-star, Josh Peck, unrelated to Brian Peck, reached out to talk with me and help me work through this, and has been really, really great. Bell emphasized the significance of Josh's private outreach to him during an episode of the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast. Josh worked on The Amanda Show, so he saw and knew what was going on, Bell stated in the April 2nd episode. "I appreciate that he reached out to me privately and he didn't go straight to the media because he was there with me and saw what I was going through." Nickelodeon has issued a public response following Drake Bell's disclosure, stating, "Now that Drake Bell has disclosed his identity as the plaintiff in the 2004 case, we are dismayed and saddened to learn of the trauma he has endured, and we commend and support the strength required to come forward." Additionally, Nickelodeon addressed allegations of misconduct on previous production sets in a separate statement. Though we cannot corroborate or negate allegations of behaviors from productions decades ago, Nickelodeon as a matter of policy, investigates all formal complaints as part of our commitment to fostering a safe and professional workplace environment free of harassment or other kinds of inappropriate conduct. The statement read, "Our highest priorities are the well-being and best interest not just of our employees, casts and crew, but of all children, and we have adopted numerous safeguards over the years to help ensure we are living up to our own high standards and the expectations of our audience." On March 22nd, Josh Peck broke his silence regarding Quiet on Set, acknowledging that it took a few days to process it. In an Instagram post, he revealed, "I reached out to Drake privately but wanted to give my support for the survivors who were brave enough to share their stories of emotional and physical AB on Nickelodeon sets with the world. Children should be protected. Reliving this publicly is incredibly difficult, but I hope..."
Step into Wix Studio, the web creation platform built for agencies.
I feel like Josh was in the show was the big brother, but in real life, nah. Just
Glow up your body with vitamin C in a 97%
Just anybody named Josh is no.
natural origin cream. New Garnier Vitamin C Body Superfood.
It can bring healing for the victims and their families, as well as necessary change to our industry. Through an online apology, Schneider directly addressed the numerous allegations of inappropriate behavior, detailed by actors and others in the Quiet on Set, say docuseries. This personal acknowledgement marks a departure from previous statements issued on his behalf, offering his own perspective on the matters raised. Schneider opted not to participate in interviews for the series, which premiered on Sunday and Monday. However, its release prompted him to emerge from a period of relative quiet to confront the numerous grievances about his shows and the treatment of those involved in their production. Since his departure from Nickelodeon in 2018, following a Viacom CBS investigation that revealed many individuals he collaborated with considered him to be verbally AB, Schneider has seldom made public appearances. This investigation by Nickelodeon's parent company highlighted the challenging environment reported by many who work closely with him. Watching over the past 2 nights was very difficult. Me facing my past behaviors, some of which are embarrassing, and that I regret, and I definitely owe some people a pretty strong apology, Schneider said in a nearly 20-minute video posted to his YouTube channel. In his apology video, Schneider addressed specific behaviors, notably his requests for massages, labeling them as wrong, and extending his apologies to anyone affected by such actions. He stated, "I apologize to anybody that I ever put in that situation, and even additionally, I apologize to the people who were walking around Video Village or wherever they happened, because there were lots of people there who witnessed it who also may have felt uncomfortable." Furthermore, Schneider expressed remorse for his participation in making inappropriate jokes within the writer's room, acknowledging the inappropriateness of his actions, especially in his leadership role. He admitted, "The fact that I participated in that, especially when I was leading the room, it embarrasses me. I shouldn't have done it." Reflecting on the complaints in his past behavior, Schneider conveyed his deep regret, particularly after watching the docuseries. He shared his emotional response. "Watching that show, there were so many times I wanted to pick up a phone and call some of those people and say, 'I am so sorry.'" After the unveiling of the Quiet on Set documentary, additional members of the cast from the beloved series iCarly are voicing their perspectives on the issues it brings to light. Nathan Kress, renowned for his portrayal of Freddy in the show, has taken notable actions by discontinuing his social media connections with iCarly and Nickelodeon. Sources indicate that Kress has also cut ties with the network, signaling a resolute response to the revelations depicted in the documentary. Jerry Traynor, who played Spencer, the lead character's older brother and guardian, is following a similar path. He too has ceased following iCarly and Nickelodeon on Instagram, underscoring the documentary's impact on the cast. Following backlash for what seemed like a joke directed at Belle, the actors from Ned's Declassified School Survivor's Guide, Devin Werkheiser, Lindsay Shaw, and Daniel Curtis Lee discussed the criticism and the docuseries on their podcast. Werkheiser, who had previously apologized to Belle on X, formerly Twitter, acknowledged that the trio hadn't seen Quiet on Set when they made the super joke. He clarified, "Everyone was asking us for our opinions on it, and I understand." Now, having watched the documentary, it's deeply unsettling. Now that we've seen it, I understand. If I had just seen especially that 3rd episode and then watched us joking like that, I would wonder, are they sociopaths? Is something wrong with them? Shaw expressed remorse, recognizing that they should not have joked about the docuseries at all and should have been mindful of the challenges others have encountered. "I hate that this happened," she said. "I hate that we compounded any trauma around this situation that means so much to each of us. I am sorry. Matt Bennett, an actor and DJ famed for portraying Robbie Shapiro in Victorious, took to his Instagram story to express solidarity with fellow Nickelodeon stars. Reflecting on his own experience watching Quiet on Set, he shared that like many fans of the network, he had viewed the docuseries. Bennett confessed to spending his time watching it, trying to remove myself from the situation, asking if I hadn't worked for Nickelodeon and didn't know any of the people involved, would I be okay with the behavior and the treatment of others I'm seeing? He reached the conclusion that the answer was no, I wouldn't be okay with it, and I'm not okay with it. Bennett then acknowledged that grappling with what happened to his fellow Nickelodeon child stars is a bit too close to home for me right now, and there are some mental gymnastics he needs to address. Additionally, he expressed his commitment to help in any way I can to put more safeguards in place to protect young actors. The array of reactions from different actors and actresses subsequent to the docuseries release underscores the seriousness of the accusations and their effect on those associated with the Nickelodeon network. It's understandable that numerous individuals felt compelled to voice their opinions, considering the gravity of the allegations and the extensive attention drawn by the documentary. In the end, what truly counts is providing survivors with the space and assistance they require to disclose their experiences when they feel prepared to do so. It's heartening to witness individuals discovering their voices and standing up against AB and injustice, irrespective of when they choose to do so. These discussions play a vital role in raising awareness, ensuring accountability, and advocating for change not only within the entertainment industry, but also in broader contexts. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. Till next time, take care.
Alright, that's gonna bring us to the end of the video. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Y'all stay tuned.